What's up, everyone? It's your host, DJ Hamilton of the DJ Sports Show. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, whatever you want to do to continue to grow the brand. In this episode, I want to talk about Victor Wembanyama. So throughout the now 75 years of NBA history, basketball fans have been blessed to witness some of the most breathtaking athletes to ever roam the planet. Whether that's Michael Jordan sticking his tongue out while demoralizing his opponent, LeBron James defying science by being built like a linebacker at 6'8", 260 with the speed of a track star, or Goliaths like Wilt Chamberlain and Shaquille O'Neal, who both stood at 7'1" and over 300 pounds, who are as mobile and agile as they come, with brute force that made opponents sore going to bed that same night having to guard them. We've seen great point guards who changed the game, just as Magic Johnson at 6'9" playmaker, or Stephen Curry, who transformed the game forever with his otherworldly shooting exploits from beyond the arc at the volume and efficiency that he does it unlike any player in the history of the game.
Almost degraded into it. Curry! He shot it from the Coliseum Park Station. He was unconscious.
But none, and I mean no player that I've ever seen, and I'm a big basketball fanatic. I know the history of the game from George Mikan to the guys coming up today, like at Luka, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Zion, etc. I mean, I've never seen anybody who combines the size, skill set, and freakish physical attributes like the 7'4", 220-pound, 18-year-old French Mamba, Victor Wembanyama. I recently did an article on my own site, DJ Sports Show, which I'll leave a link in the description of the YouTube video for you guys that you can go check out. I feel like it's a fascinating article. It's about the great Wembanyama, who's favored to go number 1 in the 2023 NBA draft. He's like a skyscraper looking down at you and is arguably the freakiest prospect ever. He's not only 7'4", but he also possesses an 8-foot wingspan. That's longer than Mo Bamba's, who at the time had the longest recorded wingspan in NBA history, I think, at 7'8", 7'10". And Rudy Gobert, I believe, has a 7'8" wingspan. So he has longer wingspan than both those guys, which is absurd. Anthony Davis has a 7'6" wingspan. That's considered long, and he kills his by 6 inches. Wembanyama has been considered the best prospect in the world since he was just 16 years old by former NBA draft expert, now turned Portland Trail Blazers general manager Mike Schmitz. It's not just his sheer size that has many NBA GMs, executives, and fans drooling to watch his development throughout his career, but it's the way he moves at that size combined with his unique skill set at 7'4". That is literally unprecedented in the sport's illustrious history of greats. Yes, we've seen guys with crazy measurements throughout NBA history that have never put it all together, a la Mohamed Bamba or Bol Bol. I mean, Bol Bol's still young. He's still got time. Mo Bamba, at this point, he is who he is. He's in year 5 now. Bol Bol never really got a chance when he was on the Denver Nuggets, so I want to give him like another year or two. But Wembanyama has been on NBA scouts and GM's radars for years now, since he was about 15 years of age. He burst onto the scene more when a viral video of him at just 16 years of age had him playing 2-on-2 against fellow Frenchman Rudy Gobert in a friendly match that displayed his unique repertoire of skills. His hype continued to grow after an eye-opening performance in the summer of 2021 at the U19 FIBA tournament, making the first team of the tournament along with 2 future NBA top 5 picks in this year's draft class that featured Jaden Ivey, who went to the Pistons, and 7'1" Chet Holmgren, who also has a similar skill set to Wembanyama. That game was Wembanyama's true breakout party to the draft world, as he put up 22 points, 8 rebounds, and a whopping 8 blocks against a USA team that he was more than 2 years younger than. He held Holmgren to just 10 points, including hitting a crazy fadeaway shot falling near baseline that we have never seen a big his size do at that age. Wembanyama showed the entire package from stepping out and knocking down threes to swatting or altering shots to even doing a behind-the-back dribble and transition at 7'3" to finish at the rim. He was otherworldly in that game, but unfortunately, he and France lost to the USA team in that gold medal game. However, even more, Wembanyama only emphasized why Schmitz dubbed him the best prospect in the world just 9 months earlier before this tournament. Last season, when his numbers didn't really pop out on the stat sheet while playing for former French and legendary San Antonio Spurs point guard Tony Parker, ASVEL EuroLeague team in 2021-22, he averaged just 9.4 points, 5.1 rebounds, 1.8 blocks, and under a steal and block per game. He shot 47% from the field, 26% from 3, and 60% from the foul line at just 17 years of age, playing against grown men. So yeah, his numbers might not have looked like a slam dunk number 1 overall pick who's getting this type of hype, but you factor in who he's playing against at his age, and the fact that he's getting this type of experience at such a young age is going to do wonders for his development as he continues before he even gets to the NBA. His PER per 36 numbers averages were 18.4 points, 10 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 1.7 steals, and an impressive 3.5 blocks per game. He struggled with foul trouble, averaging 4.9 fouls per game, but he did show flashes of the ability to put the ball on the floor, do shots off the dribble, protect the rim, and do things we rarely ever seen from a big man.
Baseline. Oh! I said they're standing around.
This hype for Wembanyama has only heightened when his current team, Metropolitan's 92, a French Pro League team, faced off against NBA G League Ignite in a pair of exhibition games against another fellow top draft prospect, Scoot Henderson, who's projected to go number 2 in the 2023 NBA draft behind Wembanyama. Henderson proved to be worthy of the Russell Westbrook comparisons he's been receiving, as he was absolutely sensational in the first matchup, recording 28 points, grabbing 5 rebounds, and also dished out 9 assists. He shot 11 to 21 from the field and was very efficient in his shot selection, and also the fact that he was making those shots for an athletic point guard, and the fact that he had great pace to his game. He didn't always go 100 miles per hour, which is what we're kind of accustomed to seeing athletic, explosive guards at that young of an age, like a John Wall, Derrick Rose. Those guys, they just went 100 miles per hour. They didn't really slow down until later in their career. But the fact that he knows how to slow the pace down, know when to get the offense running at just 18 years old is impressive. So it was an incredible first game. Both these top 2 prospects went at it. Wembanyama finished with 37 points on 11 of 20 from the field, 55%, and an absurd 7-11 from 3, which is 63% from downtown. He had 4 rebounds and 5 blocks. A lot of people were criticizing him for just 4 rebounds, 7'4", but man, he was doing it all on the court, from blocking shots on the perimeter to defending the rim at an elite level. He also showed insane shot creation ability, from pull-up threes in transition to curling off screens. And on one play, he even did a pullback 3 just for fun and cashed it. I was going crazy. I was like, whoa, this guy's 7'4" doing this? He has a handle. He can shoot it, not just spotting up, sitting in the corner that we see most bigs do. He can really create his own shot. He can do it off the bounce. He doesn't need someone to set him up. He's not just a pick and pop guy who just spots up. He can do it off the dribble. He can do it pick and pop. He can do it all, man. Curling off screens. He's insane. As impressive as he was in the first game, Wembanyama was even better in the second one, scoring 36 points, grabbing 11 rebounds, and dishing out 4 assists along with 4 blocks. He literally showed why he's the best prospect since LeBron, period, and the most slam dunk number 1 pick in June's draft. The stuff he was doing from the fall-away 3 he caught and hit that fadeaway to his right in the right corner out of bounds at his size is jaw-dropping. Or what about the hash mark 3 he made from about 28 feet out and shot because he wanted to and cashed it? It was just something mythical we as basketball fans are witnessing. Like, when I was watching, my eyes couldn't believe what I was seeing. I'm like, whoa, this guy is very polished for his age, and he's only going to get better. If he stays healthy, it's over. Even some of the NBA's top flight superstars have taken notice, such as LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, and Giannis Antetokounmpo have praised the 7'4" freak from France. This is what some of them had to say.
Have you had a chance to watch Victor Wembanyama play yet?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of the game the other day. They play again tonight, right? Yeah, he's like the 2K creative player. Like every point guard that wants to be 7 foot, cheat code type vibes, but he's a solid talent. It's great to watch. They had a pretty entertaining game with the Ignite team, so it's dope.
And I had the chance to watch him play 2021, a year ago, for the first time, because my little brother Kostas played in Nashville and they were teammates. He's incredible, man. Like, I believe in 2045 everybody is gonna look like Victor, you know, but the way he skills, the way he can shoot the ball, the way he can move, he's extremely fast for his size, can block shot, can be a threat in the offensive end. He's unbelievable, you know, and I believe it's no matter time for him to, be in the league. And for him, the key is to just keep getting better, keep staying humble, and stay healthy. A body like that with a skill set like that, as long as he stay healthy, he's going to keep improving, keep enjoying the game as much as he can. And I think he's going to be, he has the chance to be one of the best, not in his age or not in Europe, one of the best to ever play this game. Like, we have never seen something like that before. And I think it's a good challenge for everybody around the league to have somebody that's 7'2", be able to shoot over you, to dribble like he's a guard, to block shot, to run down the floor fast. We got to get ready for this kid. He's gonna be really good.
Have you gotten a chance to see Victor Wembanyama yet?
Yeah, of course. How can you miss him?
What have you thought from what you have seen?
Is that type of talent and skill, and it just puts a smile on your face if you play basketball, because the evolution of the game is taking us this far. You know what I'm saying? When we got 7'5" dudes who's able to do everything on the court, So he's inspiring to a lot of people out here. I heard a comment, he said, like, somebody compared him to a few players in the league, and he was like, I think I'll do myself a disservice if I compare myself to one or two players. He wanted to take from everybody. And I thought that was such a profound statement, and made me a big fan of his. So the league's really in trouble when he comes in. And I want to see how it plays out. And everybody's been excited for his arrival to the league. So we'll see what happens.
Were you able to catch Victor Wembanyama last night?
I did.
What did you think of him? And also, not just on the court, but you at one point were, the it guy coming into the draft. Like, I wonder if you could share a little bit about what it's like to be in that position, if you can think back that far.
What do I think of him? I think probably the same as everybody else think. Everybody, we've been labeling like this unicorn thing. Everybody's been a unicorn over the last few years, but he's more like an alien. No one has ever seen anyone as tall as he is, but as fluid and as graceful he is out on the floor. I mean, at 7'4" or 7'5" or 7'3", whatever the case may be, his ability to put the ball on the floor, shoot step-back jumpers out of the post, step-back threes, catch and shoot threes, block shots. He's for sure a generational talent, and hopefully he continues to stay healthy. That's what's most important for him personally. And but you can tell he loves the game. He was smiling a lot by playing the game last night. I think it was the two best players in the draft on the floor last night. They both did their thing, and it was. But he's a big time player.
That's an unprecedented amount of praise for a guy who's not even in the league yet. One of the top prospects ever, and he's the most highly touted prospect since LeBron, and he's arguably even a greater prospect than LeBron. NBA senior insider Adrian Wojnarowski said Wembanyama is the singular greatest prospect he's ever seen in NBA draft history. That's including LeBron, Kareem, Magic, Kobe, Michael, Zion, etc. Luka, like the list goes on. That's ludicrous, the type of praise he's getting. The hype is through the galaxy for Wembanyama. Richard Jefferson even said if this guy was in the draft for LeBron James, both coming out into the NBA, that he would get picked over LeBron.
I want you guys to roll my tape before I add something to what Zach said that was over the top accurate, but not even close enough. Again, this to me is the most important part of his game. The fact that he can post up. Again, he's got the footwork. Those size 20s are working right now. Here, look, he's working, he's bouncing, step back. He's got a step back jumper already at 7'4". A step back jumper is next level. Now again, out here in space, look, working, taking the time. He's handling contact. When he elevates, there's no one there. That basically means he's shooting in a gym by himself. And when you can do that, players' accuracy goes up. But this is the one thing I want to say. Where's my camera? Zachary said that he is the best prospect we've seen since LeBron James. If LeBron James at that exact moment showed up, Victor would go higher than him. LeBron James and all the things that we saw, and I'm not saying that he's going to be better than LeBron James. What I am saying is right now, I remember LeBron James 20 years ago. That player was 6'7". This person is 7'4". LeBron James would be number 2 if he was the exact same age coming in the exact same draft. LeBron James would be number 2. That's how crazy this kid is as a prospect.
Both coming in at 18 years old because of his skill set at his size at 7'4", and what he can do on both ends. He can anchor your defense. And he's like Gobert on defense, but with quicker feet. He can guard out on the perimeter and stay with guards. So it makes me even more scared, and he's way more advanced and skilled offensively. The hype is through the roof for Wembanyama, but it will all come down to if he can stay healthy. As history has shown, many guys his size have not been able to have long, successful careers in the NBA. From Kristaps Porzingis to Tam Bowie, Greg Oden, and Bill Walton, to name a few. Goes to show the long history that players that big, that size, their fate seems to be to get marred by injuries. Fortunately, Wembanyama is a very intelligent kid, as he and his team are already seeing the best specialists in the world for feet, back, and so forth to find a way to combat the injury demons that have hurt a plethora of big men's careers. The Metropolitan's 92 play once a week, which allows him to work on strengthening his body prior to his anticipated arrival to the NBA in 2023. If he can stay healthy, watch out NBA, because this is your next face of the league.
The ultimate team player so far from what we've seen. Sissoko denied. Wembanyama on the block.
And that's where he really is a difference maker.
You ever seen a 7'4" guy bringing it up, starting things at the point?